Overwatch is all up. Not the whole thing, though.
Another perfect example of sometimes the gulf that exists between what is ethical and legally acceptable versus what is socially acceptable would be something like the way that some creators approach React content. And I know this is gonna be a hot
spicy potato.
This is gonna be a hot take. Oh, I can't believe he's talking about this, but it's like it's actually pretty cut and dried, right? Like I'm not gonna. There's no point not being transparent about it because the internet never forgets anything. So I might as well just tell you guys we're working on a React channel. Like it is effort. Easy content. True. And it is like obscenely profitable if you can generate a bunch of views on content that takes almost literally no time. That's what it is. That's what React content is. And
what's your approach to the? I'm very intrigued. What is the approach to the React content channel?
Well, first I'm going to talk about what are the obvious problems with some of the React content that's out there. Okay. The defense that is used by
the React content is too close to duplicate real content that then closes the algorithm and fucks up and buries the main content and then becomes a problem in the ecosystem on its way up. But
and I'm not going to name anyone because I don't need any beef in my life.
You can name me. I don't give a fuck. That's me right here.
Brain energy for me.
That's me.
But the argument that is often used to defend it is fair use. Fair use is a gray area for one thing. It actually has to be defended in court. It is not as simple as, well, it's fair use, therefore it's fine.
It's incredibly difficult.
The only reason that you might get away with saying it's fair use is if nobody chooses to challenge you on it. So in a way, you could look at that fair use argument for React content as basically just...
Chat, we need a mega insane case law. I'm pretty sure is what we need, right? Isn't that what we need? We need some mother sucker to get rolled or nearly rolled and then go to court and just fucking and just go through with it. H3 did it, but it's a whole different ball game because I think that what was mauled about is the fact that it was like negative or whatever the fuck. But what about when it's not? I could have with the Olympics, true. Me against the Olympics could have been that. I think
just a way that large creators can turn their nose up at small creators who can't afford to defend their work by saying essentially, because you can't afford to sue me, it's fair use. That's a pretty shitty stance.
Yeah.
And a lot of what gets defended as fair use is clearly not. Google has a support doc for this because they run a little site you might have heard of before called YouTube, and so they have a lot of kind of like legal Q&A on there. And the 4 factors of fair use are laid out, or pillars, if you want to call them that, are laid out pretty clearly. So there's the purpose and character of the use, including whether such use is commercial or is for non-profit educational purposes. If it's commercial, that's a big strike against you. And the second you hit monetization or pimp t-shirts or screwdrivers or whatever else, that's very commercial use, right?
Interesting. Yeah.
Courts typically focus on whether the use is transformative. That is, whether it adds new expression or meaning to the original, or whether it merely copies.
Why are you rationalizing dog shit behavior? Let me tell you what. Because I don't give a fuck. I think that's
from the original.
My point.
And this is a spectrum, right? This is not just
I generally
black
think
and white.
That there's actual
adds
good
new
value,
expression, or
if
it
not
doesn't.
lost value.
It's up to the interpretation. And it's up to
by
the
going the route of
purism. Number
purism
2
with this topic
is,
and I think your short-sighted idea is stupid. It's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, the nature of the copyrighted work, right? So using material from a factual work is more likely to be fair than from a fictional work. Number 3, the amount and substantiality of the portion used in relation to the copyrighted work as a whole.
True.
And this is where a lot of React content, as it is right now, is in deep doo-doo. A lot of people in the chat are talking about the H3 ruling. Yes, that did go in favor of Ethan, but you've also got to remember and understand that fair use is something that is tackled on a case-by-case basis by the courts. And in the case of H3 Productions versus that guy, can't remember his name, Ethan, to his credit, did not use the entire original source. And the bulk of the video was, for better or for worse, H3's commentary, right? As opposed to just the original work being consumed in a way that is...
This is Linus' take. I respect his take, okay? I respect his take again. I think, bro, fuck it. That's what I think.
Not benefit.
I think the rule of React is, bro, fuck it.
Benefiting the original rights holder in any way.
That's my
Number 4, and this is another huge one that is highly problematic with a lot of React content right now. The effect on the potential market for or the value of the copyrighted work. If you play the entire video as part of the video, the impact is enormous. Let's say, for example,
but there's so many loopholes. What if though, chat? What if, let's say, I would do this one now, right? I go like this, the entirety of the video. What if I go to filters, right? And I go to chroma key like this, right? And then I start messing up with the contrast like this. Bing bong, opacity, wing, and I go gamma, woo, ew. Then there's a whole different ball game. There's a whole different ball. Because technically, this is only like 20% of the main content, right? Look at this. Boom, now I'm reacting.
Someone did a React video to
really
one of ours where they pulled a few key things, but largely transformed it. Largely contributed.
This is a whole different ball game. And then I can flip it backwards, fucking magenta, fucking custom key, green, blue, bing bong. See, guys, it's not as easy as I think it is, I don't think.
Their own thoughts and their own expression. That is pretty obviously fair use, even though it is commercial. So usually I wouldn't consider our content to be primarily or purely fictional. I'd say that we strive to create factual works, so it is more likely to...
On paper though, they're using these products on screen, right? And these t-shirts, right? And maybe the company says, yo, dude, I made this t-shirt, I made this item, right? It's on screen the whole time. I made the item. Why are you using it the whole time, yo? See?
To be covered by fair use. The character of the use, while it is commercial, it would be highly transformative. And the amount that is used in relation to the copyrighted work as a whole could be quite low.
You bought it? Yep. And when you buy a video game, they can still strike it on paper. Companies of games can strike you down anytime that they want for streaming their game. Anytime that they want, because it's their game. Did you know that? You probably didn't even know that. The companies could actually strike you down and get you smoked easily because it's their video game. Nintendo's been doing it a lot. They strike you down, boom, you're done, right? Imagine, chat, if people like games that are very good to watch, right? And very good for people to watch them, but people don't play them. Like Telltale's, they went out of business or something like that, right? Telltale. What if they decided, yo, dude, we're losing too much money on the games. Let's just fucking say fuck it and just strike them all down. They could have done that. I'm pretty sure same thing with on-screen things like that.
There also is potentially a positive effect on the potential.
Maybe I'm wrong though. I don't know.
Potential market for the copyrighted work.
It's really different, but still.
So in the case of something like, let's say let's stick with the example that we're using just for the sake of ease of following along. So if you only provide snippets of the original video, but explicitly in your content you say, but there's some key parts of it that you should go check out. I've got it linked down below. There's a much stronger argument for fair use. As it is right now, if you upload a video that is essentially the entire original work for profit for yourself with some chunks where you respond to or react to or talk over the original work, there is no reason whatsoever to go watch the original work. And so you'll see these large creators that are getting, in some cases, many times the viewership of the original work at the cost of the original work. And I honestly don't have the solution to this right now. Because, like, it's pretty clear that YouTube's copyright claim system is pretty broken. Like, even if something was clearly not fair use, you know, I don't necessarily think that I would be entitled to 100% of the revenue, which, to my knowledge, is the only way you can copyright claim something. You basically just say, I think that's all mine. Or you can...
Yo, I'm not kidding. This sounds really fucking dumb, okay? If there was a problem and some guys that really like watching videos said that, yo, dude, you know, dude, you've been ripping it off, and they asked for the ad rev, I'd give it to them. I don't give a fuck. I would literally give the ad rev of the videos if people ask me for them. I don't give a fuck. I enjoy watching it. Sometimes I stall whatever the fuck and I'm eating food. Boom, take it. I don't give a fuck. I mean, it stitched the stream together. Who cares?
I think I deserve nothing. There's no middle ground whatsoever. And two,
what the fuck would I care?
The community backlash is just not worth it because there's this perception that,
Listen, bro, you're gonna regret that. No, I don't. I could lose 100% of my fucking YouTube revenue. I wouldn't give a fuck.
I don't know. I actually just don't really understand why. Because sitting as someone who is, relatively speaking, on the top of the online creator pyramid, I can tell you right now,
I would still pay the editors at a pure loss if YouTube made it $0. Why? Because YouTube is an extension of the Twitch stream. Yo, I don't give a fuck about the byproducts of the stream when I focus my entire effort and head to the stream. The stream is what matters to me. If the bridge and the extension help the stream backwards because people watch the react to the fuck and they come back to the stream and the stream grows or the stream actually is the core focus, I don't give a fuck that there's a loss on YouTube. Why would I care?
That the community backlash that follows any smaller creator who's trying to enforce copyright is wrong.
Negative. Yeah.
It's wrong. It's just plain wrong. It benefits the people who are at the top who don't need it. They actually have money. They could hire staff, create something original, get equipment, whatever. Whereas the people who are at the bottom actually need it. They can't build a
I'm not a YouTuber, yo.
Screwdriver from scratch and sell 100,000 units, right? Like they don't have the same tools, and so to ignore these arguments just because, you know, we don't like people being mean to people we've formed a parasocial relationship with. It's messed up, man.
Okay, so all of that being said, how's yours going to work?
So what I've got in the I'm not signed into that account on here. 1 sec.
Good.
Yes.
Wait, he's got a thing.
So basically, it's in the comments. General reaction channel guidelines. Timeliness is hugely important.
Guys.
Blah, blah, blah. No.
Guys.
No.
By the way, but if you didn't know, he's calling me right now. I gotta pick up. Hold on.
Okay. That time someone reacted to one of our things. Yeah, it was really, really interesting. So again, as a content creator, I have, you know, actual numbers for how beneficial reaction content is to the original creator. The answer is much. In case you guys are wondering, and that's even as someone with a substantial following already and whose content might already have significant momentum. On a channel from someone who's only ever on a channel that's only ever uploaded one video or something like that, where they don't have that critical mass.
I do think there's multiple arguments here.
Sure, and it depends on the nature of the inclusion.
Yes.
If you include, so this is okay. I'm getting to it.
Okay.
I'm getting to it. Unfortunately, I just don't have the
chat.
Basically,
guys, there's a massive argument to be made. Okay, that a lot of people that usually watch these videos with the reactors wouldn't watch it themselves, and actually might give it a try next time, right? Yet wouldn't. It doesn't actually hurt the video itself initially. There's the point that people always forget, is that everybody is so focused and hyper-focused on the concept of cannibalism, okay, that they don't understand that these concepts are not subtracting, they're additive. And that's where the argument falls flat.
I don't know. I can't find it. I laid out
I've seen it work.
I've laid out some
throw that
guidelines
out there.
for what I would consider to be like ethical reaction content, where the goal, the state.
All right. The big argument, okay, guys, I'm doing a 1 minute thing with this, and then I'm not, guys, either I can watch the rest of the video, or I'm going to do I'm doing a 1 minute explanation. Ready? Watch this. Watch this. Here's the difference, okay? Here is what the big corporations think content reaction works like and watch parties. Okay? This chat. This is what I should make a decent video. This is what, you know, chat. You want me to be original, chat? You want to say, yo, dude, make your own content, dude, stop reacting. Hey, I'm making my original content. Here's a paint piece for you, okay? Here is the way that corporate view content, movies, whatever you call it, okay? Here's how corporate sees it. This is their content, right here, okay? They made this, okay? Whatever you want to call it, dude, Disney, whatever the fuck, big dudes, YouTubers, whatever the fuck, okay? Any of it. Then we're gonna go ahead and put this A. We're gonna put it in size 36. 40. I'll put it in white. Right. Content. Okay. Okay. You see it here? This is the content, and this is how the corporate sees it. Oh wow, guys, look at our content. Then I'm coming through, right? I'm coming through. I'm the dumb fuck. I'm the idiot in a scenario, okay? I'm coming in, and I am, call it, the reactor. Okay, bing, bang, cool. And then A, reactor, okay? So, the misunderstanding in the space that people need to start understanding more, okay, as the internet develops and as these things kind of get out there in the world, okay, is that they think if I'm watching their video, okay, what happens then is exactly this. They think that this is what happens. Bing, bong, okay, and then go like this. They think this is what they think happens. And also, very much importantly, this is super important. They think that one this exchange has been done, what I just said, right? So this is step 1. Now, step 2, they think this is what actually happens after step 1. Bing. Bing. So now this is the result of step 2. They think, is what we call, as I said earlier, cannibalism. Why did I say the word cannibalism? Simple concept, because this part was their part, was subtracted from it, translated into my thing. Now I have it. So I chunked their blood, I slurped it up. Now I have more blood than they do. It's entirely theirs. That's what they think happens here. I'm sucking their blood away from them. But that's a misunderstanding, because that is not what actually happens. Okay? In my opinion, okay, this will be a gross oversimplification of the concept, okay? So this is gonna look really stupid, okay? So a lot of people say, I study law and actually you're wrong, but you, okay, this is a nearly almost correct what I'm gonna say, okay? So it might be nearly correct. What actually happens is this. Bing. Right? So I will watch it, I'll react to the content itself, right? Boom. Right? And then they will possibly, and I say possibly, lose a small portion of it. A infinitely small portion. A portion that people think is massive, but is not. Right? Bing into my machine. Right? And it'll be put in bing. Oh shit. Boom. Right? But then, because of the size of this ecosystem right here, right? What happens then is this. Bing, bang. Then, boom. And what do you think happens then? The value was additive, it was added on. and they end up with more overall. They end up with more overall in their entire thing than when they started before. And why is that, you think? Because a lot of people, okay, into this would have never interacted with any of this. None of it. They wouldn't have looked at it. They would have found it. They would have. And it would say, dude, this is trickle down. This is like saying paying exposure or whatever. It's not really like that. Okay, but since you want to put it like that, your argument is decent. Okay, but the reality is that they're exposed to something new entirely that they would have not watched it whatsoever. So for people like movies and shit, I kind of understand that they have to be defensive. Old movies, bro. If I have, let's say, chat, I have 100 people in chat. Let's say today we have 100 people in chat that are gonna watch Toys Story 1. To the chat, we are watching Toy Story, and everybody likes it. Viewers go up. Everybody's like, oh my god, this is so fun. How many of these 100,000 people were going? Okay, no, this is very, very important question. How many? Okay, we're gonna go and reset this. I'll just no, that's just important. Now I'm invested. Copy. Bang. Boom. Now, chat. From this chat, there's a fork. Okay, purple, and then orange. How many of these 100 people do you think we're going to go tonight or in the near future? We're gonna go buy the movie or rent it to go watch it. How many? Out of 100K, out of 100,000. How many we're gonna go to the store and rent it? You know, dude. Let's go and say a fucking 100. Okay, let's say $5 a piece. They've just lost, because of what I did, like a dumb fuck, I'm an idiot. They've lost $500. Disney just got fucked on. Fuck you guys. $500. Fuck Disney. I just robbed you guys. Yoink. Yoink. But, how many people do you think out of 100, they all watch and enjoy the Toy Story? How many are gonna go rent, buy, or see the next movie at Toy Story 1, 2, 3, 4, other movies? How many do you think? A pretty significant chunk. Okay, the reality is, in my opinion, a pretty significant chunk. Dude, at least 8,000. At least 8,000. And even 1,000, right? In my opinion, this would be converted to even more than $5 per person. More than $5. It'd be like $12. That's $12,000. They're gonna interact with the product, know about the product, look at the old products, here's other people to the product, buy merch, be interested in a brand, now part of the ecosystem. $12,000. That's like 1 out of 24. It's a 24x. If you're a gambler, 24x. Juicer. And they go like, oh no, us over here, hey here, Disney here says, no, we lost this. That's all in the last decade. Companies have been getting mad about the loss here. Music, movies, comics, fucking